Lots of people are talking about Pamela Anderson attending Paris Fashion Week recently with no makeup on. It's really ignited a conversation about authenticity, ageing and sexuality, which I wanted to weigh in on. Why is this decision so significant, and what does it mean for the evolving landscape of beauty standards? First of all, let's address who we're talking about. Pamela Anderson was an entire era. She was the poster girl of the 90s. And growing up during this time, let me tell you that the 90s was an assault course of impossible beauty standards. Pam created a whole new face of beauty, and soon we were all copying her with pencil thin eyebrows, lined lips, smouldering smoky eyes, platinum blonde hair, and of course breast augmentations really soared at that time. And I almost forgot torturous diets. Female sexuality is a complexity. It's a contradiction of being pursued, adored, and holding some really strong privileges, whilst also being incredibly vulnerable to judgment, objectification, and rejection. The trope fallen woman is an archaic term which is used to describe the condemnation, shaming and disassociating bestowed upon women who seemingly lost their innocence. This treatment is a screaming sign of gender double standards, and the harshest standards and judgment are reserved for women in the public eye. And Pamela became the tabloids' fallen woman repeatedly. For the longest time, I think society has been complicit in turning our collective backs on countless women, building them up and sexualising them from incredibly young, and then condemning them for this. Pam had a throne at the top of every men's mag sexiest list. Men and women craved her sexuality. It was also used to diminish her. Blonde hair and big boobs back then equated to bimbo, which is a disgusting misogynistic term, or fair game. And the media repeatedly built this young woman up and ripped her apart. Media handed her a platform to parade her beauty, but it didn't really care about her truth. It celebrated her as a goddess, but not really as a whole human being. Every single interview would circle back to her body and her sexuality. Fast forward to today, and Pam's made a different beauty statement. It's a 180 to see her, once the queen of high maintenance glamour, choosing to attend a really prestigious event without a trace of makeup. I was really happy to see Pam break free from the fallen woman trope and sexual stereotype. Female sexuality is a cliche of damned if you do and damned if you don't, and to see one of the most sexualized women in the world saying damn to it all was pure poetry in motion. The biggest and best surprise of all of this was seeing her exude just pure joy and unapologetic confidence. Pam's obviously not the first woman to have done this. Someone who really stands out to me for being defiant of the expectation of makeup years before this was Alicia Keys. Did Alicia get as positive a response as Pam did? I don't think she did. Why could this be? I think that beauty standards are really evolving in a positive way right now, so there's time in. Could her being a woman of colour be a factor? Absolutely. Women of colour have much tighter beauty standards to adhere to, from how they wear their hair to whitewashing. There's so much to unpack there, and I think it's a really interesting conversation which I would love to delve into deeper at another point, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on. Pam got great feedback. I love what Jamie Lee Curtis said about her, really backing her up, saying the natural beauty revolution has officially begun. This whole thing's really had me thinking about ageing. Could age mean that Pam is free of sexuality's curse of duplicities? Could reaching a certain age be a release from societal expectations, as well as the burden of unrealistic beauty standards? Could aging be a key to unspoken joy? I found it beautiful to see Pam find comfort and confidence in her natural appearance. She isn't selling anything, she's not promoting anything, she's sending a refreshing and inspiring message about authenticity, embracing every side of ourselves in a world where filters, editing apps and cosmetic procedures can replicate looks and distort our reality. And she inspires an alternative. She makes aging not something to be feared and reminds us beauty isn't solely defined by youth, makeup or cosmetic enhancements. It's about feeling confident, and she shows us that no one has to live up to perceptions or be put in a box. I am a makeup artist, so what is the message here? What am I saying? Am I saying don't wear makeup? No, I obviously love makeup, and I think it's such a pleasure and a privilege to use it myself and to be able to share it with other people and show them how much fun it can be and how they can use it to enhance their self-expression. And I know I've read Pam describing makeup as fun, and she had a really creative relationship with her makeup artist for years. Another reason Pam said she chose to go makeup free was losing her makeup artist and friend and colleague Alex Vogel to breast cancer in 2019. She told Elle magazine she was the best, and since then, without Alexis, it's just better for me to not wear makeup. And as a makeup artist, that really touched me because I really understand, the relationship between makeup artists and artists, actors. So I thought that was a beautiful gesture. In essence, Pamela's journey from a 20-something beauty icon in the 90s to an authentic activist of ageing, sexuality, animal rights and sustainability in the 2020s reflects a really powerful evolution. I think that someone who feels completely free and comfortable in their own skin radiates a profound magnetic beauty regardless of how they're styled.